a man lives under the same roof as a woman without sex, the man has no reason to call her his wife, but a roommate. You cannot spiritualize what is purely physical because they are two distinct things. The purpose of marriage is to have sex. It is not to have a roommate. It is written, but if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. First Corinthians chapter 7 verse 9. Most men do not have wives, but they love to deceive themselves, thinking they are deceiving society. What a pathetic way of life! They are slaves because they are under the invisible chain without their knowledge. You have all the right in this world to believe in whatever you want in this world. But the brutal truth remains the same. And if you ignore it, it will bite you in the butt. The fact that you stay married does not mean you have a successful marriage. A sexless marriage is not a successful marriage because it is worse than a divorce. The Holy Scripture says, defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. First Corinthians chapter 7 verse 5. The laws are meant to castrate men when the woman decides to divorce the man. The reality is that marriage is a dangerous thing to go into today as a man. It is almost impossible to find a wife to marry. Marriage is a hope strategy, which means, as a man, you have no power to direct your life the moment you sign up for it. Only 3 to 5% of all marriages are fine. Are you ready to invest in a business you only have a 3 to 5% chance of being successful in? The risk of divorce is so high that the insurance company is not ready to insure your marriage against divorce. The Holy Scripture says, art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed. Art thou loosed from a wife? Seek not a wife. But, and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned. And if a virgin marry, she hath not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. First Corinthians chapter 7, verse 27 to verse 28. Adebanjo Emmanuel.